I will cut myself adrift. I will sit on pavements and drink coffee. I will dream. I will take my mind out of its iron cage and let it swim this fine October. Virginia Woolf. That's something to look forward to. Let's start now. Why wait? It might take a while to get out of the iron cage. We had that yesterday. Using a file to file through the bars of a cage. Using a trap door, a lot of images of escape lately. Not escapism, it's like legit getting out of some situation that you've served your time or something like that. Yeah, I think that's all I had for now, right? Yeah, escape. 6 of Wands. On the wing, pursuing some kind of sweetness, some kind of nectar. It's almost like trying to entice yourself forward with some intuition of where the sweetness is. And it's working. You're making forward progress. Okay, bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Divine Feminine, high intuition, ability to read the moment and the eternal moment, past and future. It's like, when she looks behind the curtain or from behind the curtain, the past, present, future is of a piece. We have another 6 indicating forward movement. 6 of Swords. That in-flight image. And 6 of Swords in traditional Rider-Waite as well shows a crossing over. And it's in liminal space. It's not here, it's not there. Haven't arrived yet. But kind of following intuition as if you can taste the sweetness already. And I think out of an isolation, this kind of island living. Okay. 6 of Cups, I said forward movement. 6 of Cups often indicates the relationship from before. We have 3 6s in a row. I don't think that's ever happened. Probably has, but that strikes me as quite extraordinary. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. I think you're moving on from something. That is old, that you've loved a long time, that maybe in past life you've loved this person. You may have had a family with them in a past life. This is somebody really being able to look at something play out. These little figures, man, woman, child. Now time to move forward. Now time to intuitively, go to the next flower, the next sweetness, the next. Six and 6 and 6 is 18. 18 is moon. Is sort of not knowing, it's the mystery. That you're drawn forward intuitively. You pull up anchor from someplace you had been living. And you're in that liminal, in that crossing over frame of mind to a calmer place. Ace of Swords under Six of Wands. I'm seeing that as kind of like the compass needle. You know, and again, this person has this massive kind of fractal conch shell on their head. I think it's something, it's some information that's kind of come to light up from the depths of the shell. And they're not holding a sword, they're holding a key. Ace of Swords is a truth, is a crucial bit of information. It's ace energy, so it has to do with the minor arcana, daily life. But there's the key, and there's at the center of the fractal is the keyhole. It's like, self-knowledge that unlocks a knowledge of the world, of where to go and when to move on, and somehow move on while not losing the sweetness of the memory. Six of Cups. There's nostalgia here for a past life, or under Six of Swords, Strength card, in this fire energy of Six of Wands. Inspired forward movement. Based on, it's a courageous, you're being drawn forward, by your own inherent courage and strength. You may think it's outside of you, but, it's really not. You're holding the source, the sweet source. It's in your hand, and you're kind of inspiring yourself to move forward. And you may be in a kind of crossing over, not quite knowing what's on the other side yet, just knowing that this is a calmer place you're going to. And this is kind of, yes, that's right, this is the compass needle. And it's internal. It's almost like the homing pigeons. Pigeons have a, I don't know quite how it works, but look at that. There's a kind of, they're drawn toward they have a homing instinct, homing pigeon. So you may be leaving some nostalgic place, old incarnation or something, but you're, in a way, you're going home. You're going into the future, but you're somehow also going home. Under Six of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. In 3D, it's slow. It's slow progress. It's organic growth. It's taken a long time. Maybe to summon the strength. And this is kind of like the key to the mystery of moon energy. We're about to have that moon eclipse and then the full moon in Pisces. We'll get the direction. Tapping into Leo energy to overcome something. Maybe there was a resistance to moving forward, because in truth, nobody likes to move forward from a soulmate. But something happened. It's time to pull up anchor. Ace of Swords, the key, the direction, the compass needle, and High Priestess has a ship in her skirt. You know, the travel, the intuitive sense of where to go. During this liminal, it's like trust your instincts. You're being led toward a peace of mind. Sword energy, mind, you know, to do with thinking and communication and putting things together. And it's also, I'm seeing it almost like as a key. This key they're holding is almost like the key to the car, the key to the vehicle. You know, you put it in the ignition. Is that what it's called? You turn the ignition. Fire energy, wands energy, and off you go. And this is basically trust it. Trust the fire energy, the intuitive. Look, the universe is on your side here. They're leading you toward a calmer day. It's your own deepest self leading you toward a calmer place where you can overcome certain what? Being slowly led, step by step. High Priestess can't talk about it. She couldn't, you know, your deepest intuitive self couldn't give you clear-cut directions for this voyage you're going on, because it's your voyage of discovery. Okay, hang on. Hierophant. We have High Priestess Hierophant. Wow. You know, this energy can't really talk about it, because how do you put into words the deep mystical knowledge of, you know, the fact that time is kind of illusory, that past, present, future, it's swimmier than we think. But here, this person somehow is able to be schooled by the ancestors. There's a kind of book of knowledge here. A student of, and again, the moon in the background. Intuiting, you know, the bigger picture and how it works, being schooled by higher self. Two of Wands. And again, this business of direction, of a choice in which way do I go. And in some important way, you already have the map. The ancestors have said, you know, here are the instructions. And it's not like IKEA, you know, it's a be still and listen. Here with the it's sort of like this energy can't explain it. It can just peel back the curtain and let you peek. But this energy can give you a teaching on it. Will kind of read the mystery. The ancestors will impart to you some kind of, we've gotten this again and again too, the map. You know, how to get there. And all three cards have the moon in it. In them. I think the full moon eclipse thing is, I mean, it's always a big deal, but I think this one in particular will resolve something on your deepest level and give you the courage to move forward. On Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior card. And you can see this rose has thorns, obviously. Roses do. This person has been cut and stitched back together. You know, there's scars, but they've been stitched back together by this compass needle. So a degree of healing has taken place, and a degree of hurt. But there's like, I've worked on it energy here. You know, I took this bit of information or this sense of direction, and it helped me heal something. It helped me redirect. You know, it swung in a different direction in Wands energy, away from pain towards sweetness. Toward peace of mind. Slow organic growth. Wow, Seven of Wands, there's the cage. You know, it was same message. There's the file. Filing through the bars. And this one has the strength to bend the bars in Wands energy. Card of Leo, card of fire. Wands energy, fire energy, bending the bars. Have the keys to the car. It's like somebody's starting their engines. Ignition blast off, and there they go. And it's inspired. The mind is there before the body follows. As always, the physical 3D experience is necessarily slower. This one is able to understand that past, present, future are so interconnected that from this person's perspective, they're in a blur. There is no distinction. They kind of, in their tidal kind of way, wash this way and that way, tide in, tide out. It can't really be spoken. But in 3D, somebody's able to move forward slowly because they've worked, you know, they have an intention, Wands energy, and an intuition that it's time to bend the bars, that somehow now they're more malleable. And, you know, we have the tats to prove it, that we've, you know, we've served our time. Somebody may actually be serving time somewhere. I mean, in a literal sense, on probation or something, I don't know. But they have the tats to prove it, and the most prominent tattoo says love. On the board, that's the card of emotion. Cups energy, connection, love. I did it for love. Served a long time, and now to do whatever they want to do in the realm of forward movement is going to be a step by step. And they may be still in the process of healing something with their compass needle, regaining their strength, because it's almost like they started to lose muscle mass in whatever situation they were in. So they used their time when they were stuck and they couldn't move almost like resistance training. You know, regain my the way people pump iron in prison. Use the time to get strong, to be able to bend the bars. So there wasn't time wasted here. It was time redirecting, finding a new way toward this. But I think we're dealing with two people here. One of them was stuck, having to serve time. Now they're kind of having to go step by, they're kind of slow walking it. You know, like when you've been in prison a long time, you're used to the small cage. You're disoriented when you get out in the world. You need to learn again how to live, what your intuition is, because it's been bottled up somehow. But you've like flexed and flexed in your effort to get out. Somebody has. I don't think it's you. It might be a Leo. And you have compassion for this person, and I think, in a way, their inspiration, Wands energy, to get out, had partly to do with you. These two beings are interconnected. There's compassion somehow, I think, for you might be the Leo, I don't know, but there's, you know, there's some very close symbiotic relationship here. Leo energy, Wands energy, inspiration. So it's like this person bends the bars. They've served their time, forward movement, blah, blah, blah. And Six of Wands, there's this following the sweetness energy. Six of Wands, Seven of Wands. Okay, where's the deck? Here we go. There's an element of, again, of being disoriented. You know, when you've been conditioned by some trap or some institutional confinement. It could be not at all prison. It could be the prison of a job or the prison of a family that was putting you down. It could have been an illness that you had to heal from, where you lost muscle mass. And I don't think that's literal, but it might be. But you have the strength to overcome that situation. I think this other person did, but inspired somehow by you. Or you're inspired by them, or you inspire each other. Six of Cups, both parties. What's going on? Six of Wands. Is that it? No. There may be false starts. Like Six of Swords. I know I'm crossing over. Do I stop here? Is this the place I drop anchor? These questions, sword energy. You know, I need the map. I'm not sure. Follow your intuition. See the ancestors. Eight of Pentacles on Six of Wands. It's about transformation. It's about earth energy, 3D effort. But the effort is spent on a transformation. And there are it's like there are little changes all around you. I think it's you. Little changes all around you. And eventually they culminate in this big transformation of your inner self. This butterfly coming right out of this person. You know, little changes all around, and suddenly, boom, out of the chrysalis, here we go. And it wasn't effortless. It took work. It took time. Pentacles energy. And it seems, oh, sorry. It seems she has a wand in her hand. It's earth energy, but he, she, they seem to have the magic wand. They may have worked on how to manifest forward movement toward a sweetness. And the transformation has been work and hard work, but not, you know, it's not nose to the grindstone by any means. It's working on opening to your intuition. It will lead you. I wanted to say home, but it will lead you. Where will it lead us? In this soulmate relationship, what is this soulmate here to teach us? And what are we here to teach them? Or both of us are getting schooled by the universe around some kind of choice, temperance, divine timing, peace, balance. You know, nothing fraught or frantic. It's peaceful energy. There's, you know, things are getting calmed down. It gets more and more peaceful every sort of leg of the journey. You know, it's not one straight, like the hummingbirds migrate, I think, thousands of miles, and maybe in legs, like through generations. I'm not sure about that, but that's the, I mean, this is the sort of through generations card. There are many legs to this race, you know, stops along the way. Takes a long time, Knight of Pentacles in 3D to get there, but there's divine timing at work and protection. Be patient, grasshopper. You know, this will take some time. Rest assured. The hard work will pay off. 5 of Swords, well, that's exactly it. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Moving on from this. This is a crapola energy. One person seems to be heartless. They have a space where their heart should be and a bunch of rat wire. It's as if this person, this one holding the flower, has been holding space for somebody else, for them to understand sword energy, their feelings. Six of Swords, moving on to something more peaceful. I mean, you can't sort of arm wrestle somebody into moving on, following you maybe into a more peaceful place. They have to reanimate their own heart. There's some kind of transformation that this other person absolutely needs to do for themselves. And there's something about one bird in the hand, one bird flying away. Things will change, things will shift over time, but they'll settle where they're supposed to be. Two of Swords. Somebody's at an impasse. They need to make a choice. I mean, they've been waiting so long, the birds are kind of nesting in their hat. In sword energy. It might have taken you a long time to decide. You know, you were trying to think it through. Like, what is happening here in this Five of Swords situation? It's not clear. I don't understand it. You know, is this person hollow at their heart center? I've been trying to figure it out, and now I'm just going to move. Like I have to move. Maybe physically move. Or move in stages. Like from one sweet flower to the next. Change in stages until the big transformation happens. Because there was a stuck. Somebody was stuck. They couldn't decide. And it may have been you. Should I hold space for this? Should I pull up anchor and move on? And then your intuition says, no, go. Not with any rancor. Just go to the next flower. Go to extract something sweet up ahead. You've manifested something sweet up ahead. And there is this element of temperance, high priestess, that's outside time. King of Cups. Again, the boat. But he's holding the boat. He, she, they. Not letting it sail. There are sharks in the belly. It's like, I feel Cups energy that this is dangerous. Can I move forward? Do I dare to eat a peach? And I don't think they are sharks. I think they're whales. I mean, there's some... it's murky, like this person doesn't know what they feel. You know, this person's like riding the waves. Their boat's in the water. They're very tapped in intuitively to their feelings. Somehow this person's like thought they could put it on pause. Two of Swords. While they decide something, you know, up in their head. And the top of their head is cut off. They're birds nesting in their hat. They're holding themselves back. You know, they're holding the ship out of water, and the other hand is in their pocket. Not getting ready to, you know, it's sort of like mosey, who, me? You know, nothing to see here. Ten of Pentacles. That puzzles me because this is a card of home, of time, of the family. But like the birds, okay, the birds have nested in this person's hat. Look how long their beard is. Like they waited at the crossroads so long with the ship out of water, you know, and it all was, it was all inside them, but they weren't riding the wave. They weren't expressing their feelings. They were holding back. They were holding the boat out of the water. Maybe because they were still wounded. But there is a kind of sense of like, start your engines. You've got the map now. This person's garment has the stars on it. They've received some kind of download. And I think part of what the download is, you're not as wounded as you think you are. Sword energy as you think you are. You know, you can actually get in the car and start I keep getting that. Get in the car and start the engine. Don't like idle at the crossroads for so long that birds nest in your hair, you know, that your beard, like they're getting ready to nest in your beard. There's something calmer up ahead. Is there one more? Yes, there's one more. On the split. King of Wands. Forward movement. You know, marching to the beat of the drum. Almost like the heartbeat. Thumpa, 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 thumpa. You know, look. Intuition toward the sweetness. This person is on the move. I think you're High Priestess Hierophant.